Hello, and good morning. It's Tuesday, and we're back in Azeroth having some breakfast. Looking forward to it. We're going to clear up what we have left here in the Shimmering Flats, and then I think we can take a little journey and try to see what the Hillspread is looking like, right? We have not gotten to Hillspread. We have never been to Hillspread with her. With any character. So, I think that might be a good idea. My eye is itching. Sorry. That's better. Fantastic. Ooh, good morning, El Shenanigans. First to his name. Hello. And Salagon is, already partying, I see. Hi, Grokax. Hi, LJ. Hello. Good morning. Good to see you all, and hello to all the lurkers. Welcome, welcome. Hey, how are we all doing? How is Tuesday? What have you been up to so far? If you have been up to anything other than just waking up. Hey, thank you for your 10 streak. More streaks than you have had? I don't know. I am not going to say anything about that other than thank you for your 10 streak. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, what we need is we need 6 of the Saltstone Gazers, and they are right here, and they are the level 34, 35 dudes. So... we do that. That is Badlands, this is Stranglethorn Vale, and this is Wretched. We could clean up our what's the first? What's the word I'm looking for? Our stuff here. Our quest log. That's what I was looking for. We can clear up our quest log a little bit today. How about that? How about that? I think that's a good idea. Clearing up a little bit what we can do. Yeah, let's do that. Is it in anticipation of the big fight during the evening? Big fight? Who are you going to have a big fight with? And why? What happened? Hi, Maddie. Hello. You remember it? Yeah, before it became all flooded and stuff. Good morning. Okay, that's one down. Chunky is what I would call them. Chunky. Hi, Simon. Good morning. Oh, Mortal Kombat 2. Alright, gotcha. Evening. Are you on the other side of the world? Are you in Australia? New Zealand? Japan? Somewhere like that? I am stunned. I am no longer stunned. And you were absolutely unimpressed with my Fire Blast. How rude. Well then, take that. There's another gazer. Let's go there. Hi, Bazahan. Good morning. Your past self is a genius to just work this week and have next week off again. How? What? Well, let's just go through them. Why not? Just 1 week off? How so? What happened? A heated morning. Oh no. Is it warm again already? Like warm? We have sun. We have cloudy sky. But it is super windy. We have undistributed vacation days left over. Oh. So the ones that you have to take, otherwise they will be gone. Now that is smart. And you booked them for the next week with the added bank holiday. What is next week again? Ow. Stop it. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. I am so out of touch with that. Yeah. Well, that's smart. Smart. 24 degrees at 8 o'clock. I don't know how many degrees we have. Kinda deceiving with the wind, you know. Weather app says 12. Well then. You only pull those up once in November? when you plan the next year? Well, as long as you know when your vacation time is, that's the important thing. And most of the time someone in the office is going to tell you anyway that, and what are you going to do next week Friday on the fine day? And then it's like, right. There's that. You were reminded about next week. Wait, someone came up to you and told you, oh no, oh by the way, have you any plans for your next week off? No? Yes? Maybe? Nice, Yoni. Your boss telling you. Taryn, I don't want to see your butt here next week. Hi, Nafadru. Good morning. You have 14? Yeah. It's a little bit deceiving. It looks nice outside, but yeah. Not today, Buster. Okay, that'll be number 5. Well, I am in the office. Yes. Office, computer room, desk room, I don't know how you want to call it. Yes. But believe me, this is way more fun than the job that I had before. Mm-hmm. Way more fun. Yup. Uh-huh. Don't get me wrong, I liked the job that I had before, but this is way more fun. I'll be here! As every Friday, I am going to be here. Yep. Someone has to keep up appearances and all.
Congratulations.
So I will be here. Okay, let's turn this in. Always someone who asked, yes, and I just answered. I will be here. Someone has to be here in case one of you shows up. Can't have this place empty, right? That is Theramore. That is Wetlands. It's fun that the Wetlands send you to Theramore. Stormwind is sending you to the Wetlands. Well, and Duskwood wants to be in Duskwood. Okay, fine. Time to sort a few emails before you're gone again. Thanks for the lurk, Maddie.
I hope you didn't kill any of the basilisks on the tracks themselves. It takes a long time for the carcasses to decay in the sun, and I'd rather not have to take a shovel out to clean up.
Well, I don't think so. I don't think I did, no. Not quite sure, but I don't think I did. Yeah, but for you to keep up appearances, I would have you... You have to be here. In the office. In our home.
I think the goblins are a shoo-in. We have the tools and we have the talent.
And that is going to be a little bit full.
Be good.
That's going to be a little bit full, considering that Little Mom is coming on Saturday. Okay. Well, we could fly to Theramore and turn in this one to have that right away. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Alright. Oh, don't check your notes. Your notes never pan out. So far. I hate to be the bearer of bad news in that regard, but your notes so far never panned out. Nope. I would suggest you get another notebook. Wow, God, I hate this music. This is one of the more disturbing ones. Okay, I have to ask, Ansalagon. I have to ask. Please don't take this the wrong way. Or I am really curious, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Are you is this whole dragon thing, is this a bit?
Safe travels.
Is this a role that you play, or do you identify as a dragon? Twitch only has one server. Well, channels, but it's a role. Okay. Well, it is hard to you know, to tell to have the two of them apart, because you are so adamant on it. And before I say something that will get up against something, right? I just wanted to be clear. Thank you. All right. Well, like I said, I just wanted to be on the clear side. So how are you and your twins getting along, Grokax? Hi, Balderoni. Hello. Now that's Ansalagon, and that is the case. I just can't decipher what is a joke and what is not a joke when it is only written. Right? So before I step in a hornet's nest, I'd rather get an answer. And I got the answer. So now I know. Thank you. There goes the boat that would have left without us anyway. Yeah, bye bye boat. No, I don't. I don't. That's the thing. As I said,
James Heil,
clear.
James Heil. Why does that name sound so familiar? Of course, the Shady Rest Inn incident. If you have any information about what happened there, I would urge you to speak with Captain Vimes about it. He's handling the investigation.
Captain who now? And that sends us back to Thousand Needles. The High Perch? Or is it Stone Talon? Now, Ansalagon, don't overcomplicate things. I just wanted to know.
I am listening.
Don't overcomplicate.
What brings you here?
No, we don't need to do that anymore. $260. 260. Pardon, thank you for your 260. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. That is a big number. And I am running past the flight dude. This is perfect for us, the High Perch. I was thinking that there is a
Where
quest
would you like to fly to?
that goes up there, so we can actually go there. How was Balderoni this morning? You're all over the place. What happened? Oh, so much to do at work? Or brain not braining? Or literally running from A to B to C to D and back to A? Hi, Grim Rider. Good morning. Hello. ABCD thing today, busy day, uh-oh. Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for taking the time to be here. That is way cool. Thank you. The good thing is, if you have tons to do, then the day is really flying by. Ranoruni, yes. Yes. And Canadinos, I saw your lurk. Thank you. Thank you. LJ, what kind of shift do you have today? Do you need skates, Balderoni? You need a vacation. But when... Wait, doesn't your vacation start in July? Or did I... Was that not the... Someone's vacation is starting in July. One month. 1 month is end of June. End of Kisaku. Grimrider, thank you for your 115th streak. Thank you. You are all so super kind with your streaks. That's amazing. Sheesh. Normal shift? Normal overnight shift? Alright, alright. Iron! Ooh. All times. Nice. Why are you flying away from me? Don't fly away from me. You did pick up a couple of shifts on overtime on the weekend. Aha! So you want to work overtime on the weekend? No, not on the weekend. You want to work overtime. That is actually... Well, it's not... no. We're going to sell them. Selling them! Selling them! Thanks for the luck on Salagon. True silver. Wow. Doesn't true silver come from Mithril? I think. You don't mind? You're very lucky you have a job you like. That is rare. Yeah. That is very rare indeed. That's great. That's really great. Makes a lot of things a lot easier. No, you're good on Salagon, don't worry. You're good. Everything is fine. They don't want to let go of their venom either. They are like the scorpions. And I don't mean the band. Although, they don't want to let go either. Anyway. You always bury hay, that's my job. There we go. You're waiting for that to finish to start your WoW journey. I hope that you have a ton of fun. I know you've been looking forward to it for a while now. Hi, Canininos. Good morning. Busy morning already? Taking meds in a second, then you start preparing yourself for the morning walk. Nice! How's the weather? Here it is sunny and windy. As in windy. Already at work. Alright. Sheesh. Really, with your dying breath you gave me the poison? Fine. Only slightly rude. Small wind, clear skies, it's good? Nice, very nice. And then, any other plans today? Do you enjoy your new PC and the new bike? Did you have a chance to ride some more on the bike? And good to go. Perfect. Next. Number 3. More iron. Fantastic. And later today, I plan to visit a friend of yours tomorrow, so that's going to be a good ride. Nice. No games as of yet, but on Friday the PO2 is going to start new leagues. I definitely... Oh, okay. That sounds like a good idea. Talking about games. Bazachaun, are you here? No, okay, he's in the office. Alright, well, I'm going to have to ask him later. Or did any of you play Aphelion? I don't want any spoilers, I just want a simple yes or no. Because I would like Aphelion. Because I would like to know how long it is. If it is a long game or not. I don't think it is. No, in simple. Thank you, Sioni. And Salagon hasn't played it either. Alright. Ooh, what's this? Huh. No. LJ didn't play it either? Okay. Because we are going to finish Subnautica 2 today. That means tomorrow, Wednesday, we are starting Aphelion. And then, after that, we are heading into Baldur's Gate. The only thing that I played in Baldur's Gate is, well, the character selection, of course, right? And then I'm not going to play 1 and 2. No, not now. Maybe at some point, but not now. I'm not going through a whole series right now. I made it to the first camp, and that's practically it. So, it's right at the beginning. Yeah, I know that that Bazachaun played it, and he was very much wanting me to play it as well, and I said, well, I am going to, but I would like to know how long it is. It doesn't seem like a very long game, though. So I suppose we can start Baldur's Gate either on maybe on Sunday or on Monday. Oh yeah, hello. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty decent lurk time for you then. Yep. That is going to take a good chunk of time. You be careful, Baldroni. And thank you for being here. I am being careful, yes. Okay, 6 out of 10. All right. Oh yeah, I have no doubt. And then at some point, we have to do a KCD 1 and 2 playthrough as well. That is also on the list, but they both are also massive. Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2. Both of them equally, if you wanna be not 100%ing it, but being kinda thorough. 100 hours each? Yep. Time to head out? Have a nice walk. Enjoy. Have fun. And thank you for stopping by, Grim Rider. Thank you. Thanks for the lurk. You. We still need 2 more of the venom sacks. Where is our mining at? Mining is at 156, so we could take gold. Well, that's good. When is this? 2:30. So that's right in between Mithril and Thorium. Thorium. Here. We're gathering a lot of bright eyeballs. Mmm. Nom. Mmm. So tasty. Hi, Father Sky. Good, very early morning to you. Hello. How are you?
Congratulations.
Perfect, but I want that iron. Ooh, a jade. And a citrine? Oh. Must be our lucky day today. Just when you thought a horse-sized lion was bad enough, they gave it wings and a scorpion tail. Yes. Isn't it fantastic? Something for everyone. Kinda mad, practicing the art of sleeping without sleeping. That is an art I'm not familiar with. How does that go for you? Brr. Okay, back to Theramore. No, that didn't work. That did though. A Needles Cougar. I don't have time for you right now. I'm sorry. Almost. Maybe not. You practice by waking up at 3 a.m. but say you are still sleeping. I'm not so sure about that one.
Where would you like to fly to?
I'm not so sure about that one. That seems a little bit wicky. Don't do that. Don't do that. I know it's easier said than done because you already do. But yeah, it sounds a little bit fishy, you know? Just a bit. Just a bit. No, but seriously, I'm sorry that you have these sleep troubles, and I hope that you can find a solution for it. Oh, we are taking a victory lap. I see. I see.
I am listening. What brings you here? Hello.
Okay. Cleared. Very good. Now... Now, I would say... Let's see, I'm not quite sure about this one.
Wildhammer dwarves might have fast steeds.
There we go.
Can those airy pink griffins stand the heat of the Great Forge? I think not.
Let's see. I am not quite sure if we can do that. We might have to run away. And wait a little bit more. Maybe. You ended up taking a risk, stepping out of your comfort zone, and may have screwed up something, so we'll see. That sounds very cryptic. That sounds very cryptic.
Can I help you?
He's 34. Well, we'll see.
Welcome, 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 adventurer. Good of you to join us. Perhaps an ale today? Or some mutton? Name your pleasure and I'll see to it that you're taken care of. My name is Mikhail, and I look forward to serving you. What's that? Trius? Keep your voice down, my friend. This isn't something for the whole tavern to hear about. You say Elling sent you here. Well then, the hospitality I expressed is now tenfold. Anything you need, just ask. I will do my best to aid you. Slim, you say. Not sure the name sounds familiar, but I'll keep my eyes out for him. Don't look now, friend, but the gentleman over by the exit is looking over here. He's listening to our conversation a little too intently, if you catch my meaning. If I were you, I'd do what you can to subdue him before he makes a break for the door.
See you later.
Greetings.
Oi.
You need something?
Congratulations.
Okay.
Caught him, huh? Good for you. I'm surprised that was Slim. I'll be honest, I never thought I'd miss the excitement of some of the more devious underground activities. I guess old habits die hard. Don't mention that to Elling. He'd probably try and get me to come back to Stormwind if he heard I missed the action. I'm glad I could at least be of a little service to you while you were in Menethil. If you need anything else, just ask.
Nope, there he is.
The Defias didn't pay me well enough to die for their cause. They took the king. Yeah, the king of Stormwind, not some lowly diplomat.
What?
He was on his way to Theramore to meet with Jaina Proudmoore. It was a big deal apparently, and a big secret. But it's not just the Defias that are involved. They're working with someone. I think they knew this was bigger than them. My part was just to get their man on board the king's ship while it was in the harbor. The guy's name was Hendel. That's all I know, I swear. The king? I mean, the king, the real king? Are you joking? You didn't mention you were looking for the king's kidnappers? I didn't even hear he was missing. That would explain his son being crowned some. I'll send word to Elling right away. He'll want to know you're on the trail. I would never have guessed John would sell out Stormwind for some lousy coin. Even a rogue's gotta have honor when it comes to some things. The key now is to find this Hendel, and I think I can help with that. The beginning of every month, the Kultiras Marines all get paid and usually leave Theramore for somewhere else. A lot of them come here to womanize, carouse, and just have a good time. One of those groups I'd consider regulars here at the tavern, and I believe this Hendel is among them. Commander Samal in Theramore would be able to help you find him if Hendel's still stationed there. He's completely loyal to Proudmoore, but if you drop Elling's name, he should help you out. Discreetly.
As discreetly as that ship is leaving right now. Well, I guess we take the next one. Okay, this one wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So we did it. Apparently someone kidnapped the king. Yes. I mean, go big or go home, right? If you kidnap someone, might as well be the king. made it. I didn't think we would. Very nice. Yes, do try and sleep some more. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you are successful. I don't know, maybe Stranglethorn time or Hillspread. Maybe. But first, turning in this one in Theramore. And we've already been to Stranglethorn, right? Having the quest there. Getting the first tigers and panthers.
A pleasure to meet you, adventurer. I am Commander Samal. I'm in charge of Miss Proudmoore's forces here in Theramore. Although I'm quite busy, if you have any questions, please feel free to speak up. I might have to keep it short, but there's no reason for me to be rude if you need my help. If you plan on traveling out of the city, I'd suggest you be careful. Besides ogres, orcs, and murlocs, the southern part of the swamp is filled with black dragons. Hendel, yes, I know the man, but why would you need one of my soldiers? Elling sent you to find him? I don't like the sound of that. Elling wouldn't have you come to me first if your business wasn't troubling. I understand if you can't tell me what this is about, but know this. I have a duty to protect these lands. If you're going to cause a disturbance, then I suggest you inform me of whatever you can. I believe Hendel was stationed at the first tower outside of Theramore. Be cautious.
Okay. So we are not going to head into Duskwallow just yet. It's a little bit too big for us. We can turn in this one in Ratchet.
Where would you like to fly to?
Hi, Lomatic.
Be good.
Hello. Good morning. How's everyone doing? I don't know about the rest, but I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Clearing up the... Well, I thought we were going to clear the quest log a little bit. Apparently, whenever we finish a quest, we get a new one for somewhere else, so... That's not really... working the way that I thought, but... Just a second. LJ said that LJ is doing great too. Yes. Conveying the messages as one would. Okay, turning this one in.
Welcome to Ratchet. Podzik sent you, huh? You know, Podzik was one of the most respected tinkerers in Undermine before he retired to start working on the racers. The first thing he did when he joined the team was develop the 2-engine model racers. Could be that the businesses will suffer without him working with the Tinkers Union, but who cares, right? There's nothing like the races.
Exactly, there's nothing like the races. I'm on the server Stitches, I think it's called.
What's up? Have a good one. Oh yes, parts for Gravel. I'm glad you're here. These things have been sitting out here for days, and I was afraid they'd rust. Here's Cravel's package, adventurer, and when you deliver it, tell him if he wants more special orders, then he'll have to pay his tab. Being wharf master of a busy port like Ratchet...
Okay.
Yo!
Okay, bringing that back. Some back and forth here, but yay. Slowly working through the day to get to the cinema in the evening. Woohoo! Is there a follow-up to that question, or was it just the info that you wanted? Burgers of your favorite burger place. Ooh. One of the favorite burgers for a limited time? What is that? What is the favorite burger? One with pickled red onions and fresh avocado with pickled jalapenos. Wow, that sounds interesting. Not so much the red onions, but the avocado and the pickled jalapenos. Interesting. Yeah, jalapenos are great. I like jalapenos. Even though there are little differences, you can have really mild ones or you can have some that really tickle. But jalapenos are great. Yeah, I agree. I might try that one. Well, making it myself. Because we don't get that here. I don't think. What is that chain where you get them from? Is that a Danish one? It's Max Burger, Swedish chain. Yeah, okay. Yeah, then we don't get it here. Max Burger is great though. And now bringing the parts back. Yeah, I like Max Burger. Whenever I was in Sweden, I preferred that to Mickey D or to Burger King. Yeah, that's correct. What do you mean when you had it the first time? How often did you have it? Twice? Really? Wow. Yikes.
How are you?
Great, you got them. Now we need to get them to the gnomes, but first, let's take out one small item. Now that I have what I need, give these parts to Fizzle Brass Bolts. He's been waiting a long time for them. I'm sure he won't miss the little piece I removed from his order, and I wouldn't bother mentioning it to him. It was small and worthless. Trust me.
Really? Was it though? I have doubts.
Honored, I'm sure.
There they are! My hydro ratchets and repeater bolts! These will do just fine! Thank you!
Now that we've done a service for the gnomes, it's time to do the goblins a favor. I hear that the goblin racer pilot, Nass Steamboil, didn't always use that name. I wonder why he changed it. I wonder if it's a secret, and I wonder if he values that secret. If anyone knows the truth, Then it's Krazik of Booty Bay, on the southern tip of Stranglethorn. Speak with Krazik and ask him about our goblin pilot. If you can get useful information from him, then we might just turn a profit from it.
Huh. Go figure. No, LJ, you're not the only one. I do that too. When I hear of a chain and somebody is like, that is really good food, I'm also looking it up. May that be somewhere in Asia, may that be in Australia, somewhere in the States where I most likely will never be. Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, that looks good. The first time was bad. Oh yeah. They were just a blur. Being awake. It's the time sleeping. Dry bread. Drank an orange lemonade. Sparkly water. Well, I'm glad that you made it through both of them. A little bit of switching around, but hey, better that than having a much nastier alternative. Then you woke up and you craved that burger. That's good. That's good.
Where would you like to fly to?
Ratchet.
See you soon.
$1 for every foreign bakery you looked at you could retire. Ah. Or not only retire, but even visit them. Huh? 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 So it is your recovery burger. That's why you like it. I can see that. It sounds good. It sounds really good. A sentimental burger. Or a sentiment burger in that case. That's cool. That's very cool. Oh, you did, LJ? Nice. Which one are you going to, which one do you want to visit then? If you could, if you would. Alright. He is gone. Vitamins are done. Now onward to a coffee. Yeah. You often dreamed of retirement in a foreign country. Do you have one where you would like to go to? And retire? Or an area? To Booty Bay. At one point, Ireland, France, or Norway. Oh, you might wanna you might wanna up the retirement fund if you wanna retire in Norway. Can I get a boat, please? Thank you. Heck you, Japan. Well, I hope that it works out for you, LJ. Probably somewhere that your English would be useful. Then you might want to scratch France off the list. Nah, I'm just kidding. it's a dream, why not? You know, sometimes these things can happen faster than you think. Sometimes these things even work out. Yes. I mean, as an example, born in Germany, right? Living my whole life in Germany, but always went to different European countries for vacations or for weekend trips. You know, going to the Netherlands, going to Denmark, going to Sweden, cruising around in Sweden, in Norway, going up to Svalbard, going to the Faroe Islands, going to Britain, to London and all. And I always said from very early on, I am not going to live my whole life in Germany. Not going to happen. And I'm definitely not going to retire in Germany. Also, not going to happen. I don't like it. I don't like the country. I don't like the habits. It's no. Not a fan. I don't want to do this my whole life. This is not the life that I want. And then, a bunch of years later, met this wonderful person, and now I'm living with that wonderful person here in Finland. So, things can turn out the way that you dream of faster than you think. There is nothing rar about it. That is just the way it is. Okay, so where do I bring that package to? You.
Talk to me! You want to know about Naz Steamboy? He's a racer pilot out in the Shimmering Flats, isn't he? Yeah, I might be able to find something out about him, but it won't be easy, or fast, or cheap. Getting the information on Naz is quite a favor, adventurer. Yes, quite a favor. But you've come all the way from the Shimmering Flats to get it. Are you willing to travel some more? While I contact my sources, why don't you gather something for me, eh?
What will it be? How about dream dust from the dragon whelps of the Swamp of Sorrows?
Yes, I'd love some dream dust for my snuff pouch.
Get it for me, adventurer, and I'll give you the information you seek.
I've gotten reports of a group of hunters that have set up camp upriver of the Venture Company mining camp on Lake Nazfariti. Now, normally I wouldn't care, but improbably I heard that Hemet Nessingwary was one of the hunters there. He's certainly well connected, if you catch my meaning, and you never can be too safe. Why don't you go check out the camp, adventurer, see what they're about? Yes, I do have something you could do, actually. Lieutenant Doran and his followers up in the north need their regular supplies from us. They haven't been delivered, and with the trolls attacking, I'll need someone to do it. Doran's camp lies northwest of the road at the entrance to Stranglethorn from Duskwood. Give the supplies to Private Thorson. If he's not in the camp, Then he'll be patrolling south of it. He'll take care of them. Mind you, if you fail, you'll owe me restitution. Baron Revelgaz has had me keep an ear out for rumors of the strange and out of place in Booty Bay and Stranglethorn. I don't usually put much stock in ghost stories, but I heard some sailors in the tavern talking about a haunted island off the coast. Water elementals and a raving goblin ghost, they say. If you're going to go talk to Revilgaz, could you relay that story to him? Damn trolls! They've been killing off our agents in the jungle. I've already lost a good number of my best guards to skirmishes with them. The costs are piling up. How will I explain this to Baron Revelgaz? Decisive action. Think, Kebok. You weren't assigned to the post you have today for sitting around. I've got it. You adventurer, is it? You'll help me, won't you? There's money to be had. Here's the deal. You bring me the ears of 15 blood-scalp trolls, and I'll compensate you well. He's done it this time. Bad enough that Gelriz is muscling out the moguls who were appointed by the trade princes. Now he tries to cut in on the most notorious pirate. Revelgaz won't have it, and he's told me to take care of the problem in my own way. My way? Theft. The venture company geologists near Lake Nasfaridi are deeply interested in those strange blue crystals they have been finding in the mines. Bring me samples of the stone from their geologists. I don't care what you have to do to get them. Interesting. Some time ago, I seem to remember reading a book once that suggested... of course, a troll legend it was. If what Krazek reports is true, perhaps I will soon be able to add the Stone of the Tides to my collection of ancient artifacts and relics. If there is indeed a goblin mage and water elementals haunting the island, it could mean the Stone of the Tides can be mine. I want you to locate this haunted island, find out what's going on. Oh, and if you perhaps want to find out more about the Stone of the Tides, take this script to the Stormwind Library. They should be able to find you a copy of the book I first came across the legend in. Could it be that Gazban actually discovered the stone? The singing crystals are unique to Stranglethorn and are very valuable to certain parties. I can move those crystals, but the cursed venture company makes it hard for an honest entrepreneur like myself to gather any. I'd like to hire you. The basilisks in Stranglethorn eat the crystal. This gives them their hardened skin, and sometimes decent quality crystal can be harvested from it. You can get it from any basilisk, but the less nasty ones are along the shores south of Zulkunda to the north.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people who don't pay their gambling debts. And there are a lot of people who owe me. Think you can help me collect? First, there's Shaky Philip down by the docks. He owes me plenty after last week's game, and I want my due. But to get it, we'll have to scare him. Go out of town and hunt Elder Mistvale gorillas. Find a nice selection of giblets, then take them to Shaky. Don't let on that they're from an animal. Let him think the worst.
The finest leather crafter of the South Seas and the world's old and new. That's what they call me. Me, Drizzlick, the finest Lee. Well, my leather goods are known far and wide as the most exquisite, a connoisseur's choice. I've just received an order from Director Riddlevox of the Tinkers Union for a dozen of his favorite Excelsior line boots. Our best sellers, actually. To start on the basic shape, I'll need crocolisk skins from the crocs along the river in northern Stranglethorn.
Can we make it to northern Stranglethorn without being ripped in half? I don't know if we can, to be honest. Well, there's only one way to find out, right? Right. And if they are not too close to the road, we might actually be able to walk past them without being attacked. Like that. Okay. Made it past the first hurdle. Now there are only like 25 more. Yay, someone turned 60. Congratulations. And you're a European citizen driving to this country, and all you can do is visit... Well, you have to keep in mind how huge the states are compared to Europe. Right? You drive for several hours and are still in the same county sometimes. And that's just not a thing here. In Europe, you drive several hours and you most likely are in a different country already. Well, maybe not Norway, Sweden, and Finland, because they are very long. They have a big bigger landmass, so that takes a good time. When we go to the northern part of Finland, when we go to Lapland, that is depending on how good we go through, a good 13, 14-hour drive. But then again, if you are, for example, if you live in Germany, I lived in Hanover, you drive just like 3.5 hours and you're in either Belgium or you're in the Netherlands, and if you drive a little bit longer, you're in France. So yeah, the countries are much smaller, so that is a point you have to keep in mind. Oh, that's nice that she that she tried to cheer you up with playing games that you could watch. That's a nice touch. Ugh. That's a very nice touch. Your sister is the best? Well, she sounds like a very, very, very nice person. Indeed. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Thank you. What? No. No, no. Usually I would go for that iron. Right now I don't, because I don't know if there are any... Screw it. No. Ah! It's iron. Well, I don't know. The last time I visited London, it had, with everything surrounded, around 7 million people? Can that be? Something like that? And that city alone is bigger than the whole of Finland. With like 5.5. It worked, right? Yes, sometimes you just have to ask nicely, and then they go away. Absolutely not true, but I'll stick with that. Yeah. Finland has 5.5, I think. 5.5 million? Well, Germany has how many now? 84? 84 million? Last time I checked, it was 83 and some such. Eight times, what? Eight times? What do you mean? Oh, 80 plus something, okay. Yeah, as I said, last time I checked, it was 83 and something, so I would think that they are now at 84 and some such.
Congratulations.
Hello! Safe travels. Great! My package from Coalbeard. Thank you, adventurer. This crate holds special gauge ammunition, and it'll serve us well out in the jungle. Here's your pay, and tell me, how is crusty old Cravel these days? Still up to no good, I'd wager. Master Nessingwary will be so upset if he finds out. He trusted me to proofread the manuscript of his novel, The Green Hills of Stranglethorn. Everything was going well, but a large gust of wind blew through the camp and scattered the pages everywhere. I was able to gather most of the pages, but many are still strewn about the jungle. Collect the pages to complete each of the 4 chapters. I will help you organize them. Return the chapters to me once you have all.
Once we have all of them. That is going to take forever. Too many? That's true. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to be there anymore. That was indeed one of the reasons. Well, you could call IT and ask them if they sent out an email. And then you would know for sure.
Congratulations.
Oh, okay. Testing. No, I haven't. All right. I forgot about those. Those little buggers. Oh yeah, the 7 extra seconds are important. Mm-hmm. Sure. Oh, it's not a minute and a half, it's only 37 seconds. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Got it. Oh god. Nope. Not liking that one. You created coffee? Good. What about the rest of the breakfast? An apple was eaten? Alright. Ooh, coffee. Yes. Coffee is good. You have a new government? Did you had elections? Well, hope it's a good one. Alright, 3 panthers done. Need a few more though. Need a few more. there, I see. I see a tiger. There's a tiger. Pro tip, if you want to have a sip of your coffee which you filled in a thermal mug, you have to open up the thermal mug if you want to take a sip. That's the pro tip of the day. You heard it here first. You're welcome. Free of charge. Okay, need more mana. And this wind. I have to say, we have still so many dandelions. It's amazing how many there are this year. But... and I would really like to make some more jam. But I'm out of jars. I don't have any more jars. So now I just see them there. And knowing that by this afternoon, they will be all gone and mowed down.
Congratulations.
Buckets to make jam? What? Not the most sterile? No, I would like for the gem to actually hold longer than just 3 days, and I would also like not to give everyone around me who's eating that some serious tummy issues. No. I rather wait until next year and get more jars and then make more next year. And do it properly. Yeah. Thanks though. Nice little panther. Don't mind me. Nope. We're not going down that road. I think I am going to ban the numbers, and if someone uses them, there will be a timeout for 10 minutes. Yep. I think that's what I'm going to do. Nice try, LJ. Nice try. The ones that the kids use, nobody understands, nobody needs it. Yeah.
Congratulations.
That is a lot of sixes in that time. Wait, are the raptors over there? There you go. Yeah, the raptors are here. Behind the panthers. And there's iron. Would you look at that? Only two? Ugh, fine. Are you sure that it was a time though, Grokax? And not when you buy a new... well, new, haha. At that time, new radio clock, you know, the alarm clocks. And there was this sticker. This protective sticker over the display. Are you sure it's not the protective sticker? It, I'm sorry, LJ, but it's always so funny to me that the 24-hour system is only referred to as military time, when it is for the many other countries in the world, it is the normal way of telling time. It's always funny to me. Word work? Going to work, can't exactly remember. It is sliding schedule from 7 to 10. Okay. Oh, on Salagon, you can be old and be in love. There is no age limit. None whatsoever. User time at work. Oh, okay, got it. Got it. Well, in that case, it is refreshing. It is refreshing to see that someone then actually does now know how it works. And actually, I'm not quite sure how many countries are using the 12-hour method and how many are using the 24-hour method. I think the majority uses the 24? I wouldn't bet on it though. Siuni, do the research! Professor Siuni on the case. Will this work? How can I make it work? My biggest mistakes were when I was young. Is there something on the internet that says what is used more? And not just listing out 3,827 countries? "18 countries uses the 12-hour system and the rest 24. The rest, that means around, what, 180? many countries are there? 195? Something like that? So the majority is using the 24 system. Yeah, 195 or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Over 150 countries use the 24-hour system. There you go. Well, with that big of a difference, it makes actually sense that the countries that use the 12-hour system are struggling with the 24-hour system. It makes sense. Oh, that's easy. That's 1,000 meters. There we go. You are the last one. A millimeter? Well, you have millimeters, and 10 millimeters is a centimeter. Right? And 10 centimeters is a decimeter. And 10 decimeters is a meter. And 1,000 of those meters is a kilometer.
Congratulations.
That was you trying to pronounce meter? See, and while you were trying to pronounce meter, you also learned about the other scales now. See? I should put up the educational tab. Yes, and then you have the UK Siuni, who uses practically everything, every measurement available. Be that the 12 or the 24-hour system with the clock, or meters or yards, miles, kilometers, grams, gallons, kilograms, stones, everything. Everything that is available you can find in the UK. We don't talk about the UK. We talk about numeric systems, measurement systems. Yes.
Perfectly executed, adventurer.
And I'm fairly certain the UK uses those too.
Now the hard part. A true panther hunter can show skill by dropping Shadowmaw panthers, the deadliest in Stranglethorn. Prove to us that you can slay 10 of these beasts. If you think they are hard to track, wait until you attempt to slay one.
I am impressed, adventurer. You are progressing quite well. Now I'm going to up the stakes on you and truly test your skill. Prove to me you can kill 10 Elder Stranglethorn tigers. If you can do that, you will be ready for your final challenge before I declare you a Master Tiger Hunter in Master Nessingwary's presence. Elder Stranglethorn tigers are not only the most difficult to find, they are also the fiercest to defeat.
Nicely done, milady! Now let's step up the challenge and see if you're up to it. Venture into the jungle and bag yourself 10 of those bloody lash-tailed raptors. Let's see what you've got.
How did you mean it then? You only know gallons because of milk and teddy bear squeeze bottles for measurements. Nice. I don't want to see the cake you made. Does it look like a teddy bear squeeze bottle? In that case, I do want to see. What the hell? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I see, I see. Well, they are. They are. Did it rise above the baking tray that you made it in? Or is it just honey milk? Which is quite tasty if the milk is warm. Oh, leave me alone, you bloody idiots. There we go. The formless lump of shape. That was not the button that I wanted to press. I wanted to press this one.
Hey there. This is a dangerous place, adventurer. Be careful around here. These landmines will help us defend ourselves from that animal Curzon and his men. Thank you for bringing them. If you need further work, I can probably find something for you to do, and you won't have to deal with those goblins, HM?
We're fighting a losing battle with Colonel Curzon. Not only is he a brilliant tactician, he outnumbers us at least 10 to 1. To survive, we need to use his own covert tactics against him. Enter his camp to the east and kill his men. Lots of them! And get out before reinforcements can close on you. To have a chance against Curzon, we need his healing support neutralized.
Ooh.
He has gathered around him a large number of medicine men who heal his forces with jungle remedies and poison our fighters with venom fern extracts. We need those remedies to cure our own people, and we need a sample of those extracts to study so we can make our own remedies. Search the Curzon compound for both. His medicine men will have the remedies, and the extracts are probably stowed in some of the camp's supply boxes.
Hey, we need to get some hot spices. Do you have them as well? Or do I need to
Well
get
met.
them from a cooking tray now? Yeah, you don't have them. Alright. Well.
I do most of the cooking at the camp, and it used to be a lot of work until I bought a mechanical cooking pot from a goblin merchant in Booty Bay. The pot is a wonder. It saved me countless hours until it broke. Can you take the pot back to the goblin for me so he can fix it? His name is Krazek.
That's it.
This is a dangerous place, adventurer. Be careful around here.
What is that quest? Jungle Secrets. You don't give me the Jungle Secrets quest. Well, I have no idea. Salagon, maybe you should start the game and find out for yourself. How about that? So we are going down to Booty Bay again because we have. Oh, I can't because I'm still in a fight that I don't want to be in, and another one. Okay, cool. You have to bring that to Booty Bay. We have to bring that to Booty Bay and the pot. So we are going to go there. Well, in that case, you will unfortunately not find out if she is single or not. Hi, Fowly. Good day to you, and thank you for your 85 streak. Thank you. That is way cool. Thank you, thank you. "85 is long gone? I'm fairly certain that you are not older than 85. No, I refuse to believe that. Yeah, I wasn't born. I wasn't born. I wasn't talking about born in 85. I was meaning the actual age, not the birth year. How warm is it right now? It's 27 already? Oh wow. Dang. That is warm. Sheesh. Some iced tea in the fridge. Some cool towels around the neck. Slowly drawing closer to that VIP? Well, there you go. There you go. And time for ice cream, yeah. Pepper is melting too? I believe that. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't forget to leave the door open though. Yep. That sounds like a smart idea. Don't let Peter hear that, however. That Yeah, everybody scream. Yep. See? You never? Ever? Never ever. Well, you swear. Who swears? Mm-hmm. I am looking forward to the mount, but it is still so far away. Not only level-wise, but also gold-wise. Umi has now 50 gold. So there is still a way to go. Until we can get the first one. Danke? Thanks. Yeah, I didn't say that you're going to scream the swears. That's not what I said. But you're not opposed to them. This is our third try.
Time is money, friend. These skins should do. Their quality isn't too important, given that they'll make up the inside layer of the boots.
Oh,
but it's still important that they're comfortable.
Right.
If they're a bit too rigid, I'll use some tiger blood to soften it up.
Oh, ew.
Tricks of the trade, you know?
Yeah, don't tell
Well,
me.
I've got the basic shape of the boots worked out, and they're coming along fine, but the skins you brought aren't going to be quite enough for the inner layers. What are we gonna do, Drizzlick? No doubt the question on your lips? And
No.
well, isn't it lucky you're talking to Drizzlick? Because he's going to tell you what we're going to do? The inner layers will never really be seen, so we'll just get some of the thicker, cheaper skins from the crocs around Lake Nasfaridi to fill the boots out.
Okay, Drizzling, okay. Yeah, we started with a hunter. She's 26. And then I was coerced to go to start a gnome mage. And we started with MB. She died at level 9. Then we had Borny. She died at level 23. So Chelsea is now our third one. And she's going to be the last one. And she's going to be the one that we bring to level 60.
What's up? So my information was correct, as usual. Interesting. Well, I don't suppose they pose any sort of threat of interference with our operation, but perhaps they have a need for some of our excellent manufactured products. Oh, I see. It's a Krazex crockpot. An ingenious piece of work, but it can break a spring or throw a gear now and then. Let me see what's wrong with this one. Aha! Its steam charger is rusted out, it has a cracked knuckle gasket, and its fobulator is missing teeth. I'm surprised the pot could even boil a turnip in this state. Can I fix it? Of course I can fix it, but there's a price. Oh yes, there is always a price. There is a mountain cave in Dry Whisker Gorge, far to the north in the Arathi Highlands. In that cave is rare ore, bloodstone. The bloodstone in this cave is not of the highest grade, but even low-quality bloodstone is valuable. To those with the knowledge to use it, I would like some. I will fix your crockpot, but while I work on it, bring me samples of bloodstone. Bring me enough, and I'll even give you a bonus. Oh, and if you don't have the skill to mine it, find someone who does.
Okay. What? They can't be in your hearts. Because that's how they were written. That's where those were their names. I don't know who you have in your hearts, but you don't have MB and Borny.
Yo! Have a good one.
What can I do for you?
King's honor, friend. Light bless you. How are you? See you around.
Is that a... Is that a cookpot or not? It is not. How can you be a cook and don't have a cookpot around here? How is that a thing?
Have a good one.
For no apparent reason, we need that, of course. I cook with sticks only? No! I use cooking pots. Not mine, though, but the ones that are available. Hi, Christy. There you go. You see? Like that. I'm not robbing anybody. What are you on about? Okay. There's that. Okay, now we have a ton of quests, but we can only do 2. So I am thinking that we are going to actually leave this area.
Hey, how you doing?
Kinda alright, thanks for asking.
Keep it real.
Well, we have to go all the way up north again. To do all of that. Right. What do we have here? Badlands. Not going to happen anytime soon. I'm not going to go into the Swamp of Sorrows anytime soon. And I'm also not going to go there anytime soon. Duskwood we can finish at some point. I think I have some time to do that. No need to do that now. We can get rid of that. And that. We can always take them again. No, that looks better. Right? Right. I would really like to have a flight point at the in the north of Stranglethorn. That would really be, that would be nice. So we don't have to run all the time to get there. And then, aha, hold on, we don't even have a we don't even have an inn there, do we? No, we don't. It's just down here. Okay, well, in that case, have I considered playing a paladin? No, I haven't. I can go. I can play I can play a warrior and even have 2 big hammers for bonking. Yep. Okay, I think we are I think we are going to continue this tomorrow, right? Because with all the back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, yeah, we are going to continue this tomorrow morning, and I think that we're even going a little bit into Hillspread, maybe. So, my dear Gremlinators, I am going to be back this afternoon at 3 p.m. CET, which is pretty much in 4 hours. Yes, in 4 hours. We are going to finish Subnautica 2 today, right? So be there if you want to see that. And if not, then tomorrow morning again, 8 a.m. CET, for more of this. I will either be here in Stranglethorn or I bring her over to Hillspread already, I don't know. We are going to find that out. Up until then, thank you so much for your massive support, for your streaks and all that, and for hanging out and for making this fun. I wish you a wonderful time in between, and I hope I see you later for the end of Subnautica 2, or tomorrow morning for more of this. Up until then, I'm out of here. Bye-bye!